Hello, I'm Mike Cisco with the IT Manager Institute. Thank you for watching my video. This is in a segment called IT Humor. We all need some humor from time to time. And the title of this video is Raised Floor. When I decided to put this segment together, I picked this particular video because it's one of the funnier ones that I've come across in my career. I just recorded this and put it in a Practical IT Manager training series video that I just created called War Stories from the IT Manager Trail. There are several stories in there. This is the second one that I put in there, and it's pretty funny. I hope you like it. So let's take a look at it. Raised floor. I did a hospital visit with a senior marketing rep with IBM to plan the installation of an IBM data collection system. I'm going to do a walkthrough as the systems engineer and start gathering information to be able to prepare to install this data collection system throughout the hospital. Things for time cards, things for nurses to check in to their sites and so forth. All right, well, we walked down into the basement. We walked by a door that said IT only. I didn't think anything of it. I figured that was part of the computer center. So we walked on by that. We walked around, came into the office, and we walked into the CIO's office. His name was Roy. I still remember him very well. He got up and greeted us. He knew my sales rep. His name was Jim. Jim and Roy knew each other, but I had never met Roy before. So it was my first time to get introduced to him. So we have some chit chat. We talk about some things. And then he asked Jim a question. He says, does Mike know about the situation? And Jim, who's a guy from Texas, he has this chuckle. And when Jim does this chuckle or laughs underneath his breath like he does, I know something's up. So he knows something that he thinks is funny, and I'm probably going to find out about it here pretty soon. And Jim says, no, Mike doesn't know. He didn't tell me anything then. So we decided to go into the data center. Well, when we get ready to go into the data center, we walk over to one side of his office, and there's some steps that go up and walk with a door that goes into the data center. When we get into the data center, there's a raised floor. In this case, it was IBM computer equipment. So Roy proceeds to tell me the rest of the story. And what had happened is his predecessor, the CIO before him, when he was there and they were about to install a Honeywell system, this was many years before, the salesman told him, says, well, you need to install a raised floor to prepare for the computer system. The salesman leaves. He comes in a couple weeks later and goes into the data center to inspect it, to get ready for the shipment of the computer. And when he gets in there, this CIO had a 2-foot slab of concrete poured and raised that floor. And we walked up onto a raised floor that was a slab of concrete that CIO had poured, thinking that's what he needed for a raised floor. On top of that was the raised floor that the salesman was talking about to hide the cables and so forth for the computer equipment to the printer and so on. So he had a raised floor on top of a raised floor. Very interesting. Here's the lesson learned. Be certain other people understand what you're telling them. Inspect and ask them questions to make sure that they understand what you're telling them, because they may not fully understand, but they may not be comfortable in telling you that they don't understand. That was the case in this situation. So very good lesson with a raised floor. It was pretty funny. I want to thank you for watching the video, and I wish you the very best of success. While you're here, be sure to subscribe to my channel by hitting the subscribe button below the video. And if you're interested in more IT Manager resources to help you achieve more success, take a look at my website at itmanagerinstitute.com. Thanks again, and best of success.